Guys, Benjamin here, and today we are going to be reviewing the Ships mod by Cuchaz. Now, you guys might be wondering, why in the world am I reviewing a Ships mod? Well, so I was just searching the forums for a mod to review because, mod reviews are cool and I want to let you guys know about all the cool mods that are out there. And so, normally I wouldn't look at a ship mod, but it had a very interesting title. Ships made with Minecraft blocks. So here I'm made in a Pearl Harbor map. I'll leave the link in the description for the download. You can tell from the difference between my boats and you can tell by the difference between my boats and the boats that are displayed throughout the harbor that I built these two for purposes of the review. The other ones are too heavy. So basically, using this mod, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sizes of ships, and usually they should be made out of wood because that's the lightest material, least likely to sink you, because you can't actually sink. It's really cool. There are some cool mechanics involved in this. So yeah, we're gonna look in this chest, and first thing we need to do is build this tiny ship to make this move, and we need a paddle to help. So as you can see, that's made with 8 iron and redstone. I'm just gonna quickly go through all these other recipes, just so you know. Iron and gold around redstone, gold around redstone, lapis and gold around redstone, lapis around redstone, lapis and diamond around redstone, and diamond around redstone. And the epic ship is extremely huge. We've got the paddle, which is made with a stick there, and 4 sticks in the corner there. Got the ship projector, which is really cool. I'll show you that later. There's a boat, 2 iron ingots, lapis lazuli, and glass. Ship clipboard, 6 paper, a tiny ship, and 2 sticks. Ship eraser does not currently have a recipe. This is only version 1.0.2 of the mod, so not too surprising. And then here we have the materials needed to make ourselves a paddle and a tiny ship. So I'm just gonna, you might notice that I have all these extra things around the boat. I'll show you what those are for in a minute. So I just placed the tiny ship thing at the front of the boat, and then I can right click it. I've got 18 out of 20 blocks, so this one has a maximum of 20 blocks. After that, it won't work and you can't launch it. You can take a look at all the sides here using this cool viewer. You can launch the ship, and you can see that it actually goes underwater because this is heavy stuff here. So you can see this is why you might want to make it out of wood. If I made this all out of quartz, it might not even float. So you've got to be careful with that. Now I'm just going to show you that doors do work on the ship. I cannot go through this door. It tries to jump on it like a block. But it doesn't work. I can't go through it. And you can open it and then go through it. Now this is made a lot harder because my ship is, a little bit underwater because of all the weight. You can see that I can use all these interfaces here. They all work. I'm gonna break the furnace. Oh, right. You cannot break or place blocks while it's launched. It has to be facing the same direction and not touching any solid blocks in order for you to dock it. So now that I've docked it, I'm just going to remove the furnace. And now you can see that it floats better. And the way to steer this thing is you take the paddle and right click on the tiny ship, and it gives you these controls. So basically I can just steer this around. The direction my character is facing does not matter. It's just where the boat is facing. So just taking it around for a spin here. And you can see that right click or press escape to get out of there, and you can see that currently I can't dock it because I'm not aligned to the launch direction. So I'm just going to try and bring myself back in here. My rad ship skills. Alright, let's see. Nice thing is you can kind of use this like a car, like backing up. You know, some like Priuses, I think those are, like hybrid Priuses. They have the thing where a screen shows up showing what's behind you. You can just turn around and see what's behind you. And you can see now it's docked, everything's solid. I can break blocks. I can place blocks. So yeah, that's the tiny ship. Now I've just skipped straight to medium ship because I don't want to show all the boats. The tiny ship is the only one different from the others, and I just wanted to make a larger ship, so I'm using a medium ship to show what all the others are like. So the tiny ship is the only one that requires a paddle, so that's kind of like a canoe paddle boat, but these ones are more like sailboats. So you can see for these ones I need a helm, which is a new item. I haven't shown you that yet. The recipe for that is 2 iron and 4 sticks. It's got a pretty cool model. And I need a medium ship block, which is 8 gold ingots around redstone. I've got all the materials right here. Let's try crafting this. I've got a helm and a medium ship block. So it does not need to be at the direct front. I could even place this at the back and it would work. I'm just going to place it right here and put my helm up here on the front. You can see up here it says thrust 0, top speed 0, and turning speed 0. You might be wondering, well, what does that mean? So for this one, you launch it, and if you right click this with the paddle, nothing happens. To steer, you use the helm, but you can see that when I press forwards, nothing happens and I can't turn it. That is because the thrust and turning speeds are all at 0. So what I need to do here is I need to build a sail. So basically, you just need, I'm just going to build one right here for the review. I could have built it beforehand, but I wanted to show you guys how this works. So this is most of what I was talking about earlier with this having cool mechanics. So if I just put 1 wool up there as my sail, you can see that now I've got 10 thrust but 0 turning speed. What that means is I go to launch my ship, I can't turn side to side, but okay, apparently it doesn't have enough thrust to even move. So you need some actual thrust to get this ship to move. So 10 is not enough, just for the record. So you can see now that I have this one side and a little bit on the other side, my thrust and top speed and turning speed are much increased. So if I launch the ship now, so this works differently. When I press forwards, I'm not pressing forwards right now. If you see the green bar there, right towards the bottom, that is my speed. If I set that to something, then it just stays there. So I can set it to that and then turn off, and then if I go to the back, you can see since I set it to going backwards, it's just moving backwards by itself until I reset it to going forwards. And I can turn it around, go forwards, and I can stop movement. As you can see, like the other boat, I can walk around on this, I can look in chests, I can craft, I can interact with all the interactive objects. I cannot break any of these blocks or place blocks. So I'm just going to try and bring us back into the harbor here. Let's see. Let's get a better view up here. Seems to be moving slowly. Let's just turn it a little bit to avoid running into our small little ship over there, our raft. And let's change that to 0 momentum. Exit that screen and dock the ship. So now it's back to being solid. You can see I can select blocks and place blocks. Now let's try and test the limits of how fast this can go. So remember guys, there is a block cap of 400 on the medium ship, and the block cap grows as you get, so like the epic ship has a block cap of 10,000, so you can build really big ships if you want to, but you need 8 diamonds, which remember is not that much. So all of these ships are not very expensive. They're all pretty cheap. Very nice mod. So I'm just going to finish doing this. So let's see how fast it goes now. I'm gonna launch the ship, and you can see that when you are launching the ship, this ship block will tell you if it will float or not. So make sure to you shouldn't be able to launch the ship if it won't float, but just make sure of that. So I'm just gonna take her for a spin while I close out their view. Trying to go into F5 here. Okay, apparently that doesn't work. Wait, no, slow down. Ah, crash course. Alright. F5. Let's right click on the helm. And oh, darn it. Can't do that yet. Let's turn it to here. Let's right click on that. And let's turn it around. Alright guys, so really cool mod by Cuchaz here. Go ahead and check him out. He is supported by Patreon. So you can basically go to his Minecraft forums page, which I will leave in the description. He has a link to a Patreon thing. Basically, you agree to pay blank dollars, or whatever your currency is, if you live in Europe or somewhere else. Whatever your currency is, you agree to pay one of your currency you agree to pay one of your currency every time an update comes out, and then at the end of the month, Cuchaz can come and collect on the money, and that's how he gets money off this. I do believe that this is how he makes a living. So go ahead and do that if you can, because really awesome mod by him here. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the mod showcase. Go ahead and download the mod, have some fun with it, try and explore the limits, see how fast you can get your ship to go. And guys, that's all for, oh wait, wow, I'm closing out the review and I haven't even finished it up. Let me go into first person mode, and I'm just gonna try and turn the ship around here, and I'm gonna head back to our original spot, because you might have noticed all the extra items in the chest at the very beginning and be wondering what they do. That's what I'm going to check out right now, so that you guys can see there are some pretty cool features there, including a feature that I discovered myself using the epic ship and the ship eraser, where basically you can destroy 10,000 blocks at a time, which might be pretty cool for mining. You could like go staircase mining and then just place that block in the middle of the staircase mine. It might delete a lot of ores that you would have liked, but also it'll reveal a lot of ores, so that might be a cool thing. Maybe I'll test that after in a normal world. And no, I'll see. So I believe that this is our harbor. Yeah, you can see our little raft there. Earlier on, using the technique I talked about, I did make a little harbor in there. But for now, let's just try and dock this ship. We're going to start going backwards to pull in. Need to be going straight on to course. Alright, that's back far enough. And let's dock it. Excellent. Smooth passage. Time to show you all of this stuff. Not the paddle. These three things. These all go together basically with the ship Clipboard. If you ever use like a lot of Windows programs, I know, do this when you, or even MC Edit. When you copy something, it says copied to clipboard. Well, this is our ship Clipboard. Copied ship to clipboard. Now I can go and right click this anywhere on water, and it will place down a copy of the ship. So I can do any size of ship. I can do epic ship or this ship, and that's a really good deal because all it requires is a tiny ship thing. So you'll need to make one epic ship first with an epic ship thing like that block. But after that, you can get almost infinite epic ships. Actually, I'm gonna switch to survival 0. Okay, it only works in creative, so you can't like cheat in survival for that. But if you're trying to make some kind of harbor map here, then that's always cool, because remember, it does not know what a ship is. So even things that you can't sail as ships, I can copy as ships. So I can say I like this ship here and I want more of it. I can just place this epic ship thing right in the center of it. And okay, so first I'm going to show you my technique. So like I said before, it doesn't know what's a ship and what's not. So with the ship eraser, I can erase ships. And you're saying, well, of course you can. It's a ship eraser. Basically, I right click on that, and the entire ship disappears. So you can see that if I go over here, it does not know that this dock is not a ship. So when I right click on this with my ship eraser, oops, it just deletes that entire area. Which is a really, really cool thing when you're like making maps and you don't want to have to switch to MC Edit to delete a bunch of blocks. Just download this mod. There goes 10,000 blocks. So remember, like I said earlier, if you go into some kind of cave and then place that down, imagine the radius it would create. I think I'm going to test that after. So we've got this epic ship thing here. I'm going to copy this to clipboard. And you can see, let's try and find room. Okay, there should be some room over here. I think it's loading in. Getting some lag. Nope, still no room. Let's see, over here there's definitely some room. So basically, I can copy anything, even just a 1,000 block space, and then paste that. So I can even just like, but remember, you can only put it on water. You can only put the things down on water. Let's wait for this to load in. Ta-da! I have just completely recreated this ship over here. So again, this could be really, really useful for creating some kind of harbor map. Yeah. Now on to the ship projector. Basically, whatever ship that you have copied to your clipboard, you place this on water and it projects that ship. It has to be placed on water. Basically, it makes a projection of it, which is really cool. I can go over, and it is see-through, so I can like go in here and study the boat. You could use this in an actual Minecraft thing. If there were a modded server that had ships, you could just sneak onto an enemy ship, place down an epic ship block, and copy the ship, and then sneak back to your base, and then project it, and you can go into their ship and check things out. Chests don't work, so you can't figure that out, but you can figure out the basic layout, figure out where their treasures might be, and then you know exactly where to send your team to infiltrate their base. So as you can see, that works on any of the ships. I cannot place this on land. Try using this on top of still water. So that also means that it can't be placed on top of a moving river. So is this still... Okay, so I can also copy this to my clipboard. Ship projector. Ta-da! There's that ship. And I can even, using the same, it doesn't know what's a ship or what's not a ship. I can just travel over here, say I really like this building. So again, you could use this for infiltrating an enemy base even. So here's the enemy base. You want to know more about it. It probably won't cover the entire thing, but by using this, you can figure out what the layout of most of their bases. And you know, with 3 epic ships, you could know the layout of any base. So I just place this down, and look at that. We've got this nice, almost, is that the entire building? Not quite, but almost the entire building here. That you can just go in here and study. You can be like, okay, so here's the cafeteria. So during, I think this is the cafeteria. Actually, I have no idea what this is. Say this is the cafeteria. So during lunchtime, they'll come in here to eat some food. So I'm going to make sure that we have an ambush ready there so that they get distracted while meanwhile our guys sneak into the bank up here and steal some stuff. So that could be really cool. And yeah, that's basically the entire mod. You can make epic ships and sail them around. I just want to check one last time that this doesn't work for you guys. You can see that, oh, so it has little enough blocks, but you can see it won't float because it's too heavy. So it won't let me launch it. It actually won't let you launch ships that will sink. So this ship is too heavy, so it can't be launched. Again, that's why you would make it out of water. Also remember, the stuff doesn't stay updated, so you can keep old projections open while you make new ones, like this building over here. And then all you need to do to shut it down is just break that little projector block, which looks pretty cool, by the way, with that kind of, you know, like funnel there. So yeah, that is the ships mod by Cuchaz. I hope you enjoyed this mod review. And if you did, please like and subscribe, share the video, make sure all your friends know about this mod, and tell all their friends. On the Minecraft forum pages, there will be some mod reviews for it, but be warned, that is for an older version, so don't completely judge the mod off that, because it has changed quite a lot. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and without forgetting things this time, yep, no things forgotten, goodbye, see you next time.